Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, we, Muhammad Irfan Hakim bin Muhammad Nazri, and my nomenclature is 01DDT20F11, and my other group members who is Umi Salamah, Amanda binti Abdul Rahim, and nomenclature is 01DDT20F1090, and another one, Muhammad Amir Ihsan bin Muhammad Iqbal, and their nomenclature is 01DDT19F2099. Today we are going to present our PBT2. Okay, this PBT2 is from your program in mini project. Continue the code that fulfill the requirements below. These requirements are: search and display the selected record in GUI application. B. Delete record in database based on selected value from GUI application. C. Update record in database from GUI application. D. Display all records in database in GUI application. And the last one, we can use message box, multiple windows, or other widgets to make our application more interesting. This is optional. We can whether use it or not. So let's proceed to our coding. Okay, so this is our coding. Firstly, we have from taking the import, which is for to import and use the Thinkitor widgets. And we also import TTK from Thinkitor to use the TTK function. And also we have a message box. Then we import mysql.connector to make our coding connect to database, which is for MySQL. And then we declare mydb for the database equal to mysql.connector.connect. Then we need to use host, user, password, and database. Okay. After that, we have a login window equal to tk. This is for our first window. Then my cursor equal to mydb.cursor. This is to make sure the database is function. Okay. Function search. In our function search, we declare add underscore order number 1 as a global. What is global? Global is to make the variable that we declare can be used to any function. Then add underscore order number 1 equal to s1.get to get value from s1. Then my cursor equal to my db.cursor to make sure the database can be used. Then we try and accept for exception handling to test whether in the code have an error or not. Then we want to select from this order where order number equal to add underscore order number 1. This is to show what is the data from where we target variable. For our variable, we choose to target is order number. So it will show the order number. Then my cursor.execute my data to make sure the my data is execute. Then my result equal to my cursor.fetch all to get all the data. Then we use for x in my result, print x to show the my result value, all of it in the variable of x. Then s2.delete to delete the data, and s2.insert to insert data. Then after it, we have a parameter. The parameter, as for instance, 0 is the size, and next is the function, which is n. And then except if the code have an error, it will show message box dot show info food bank there is no data to display. Function delete. Okay, at here we have a add underscore order number 2 equal to d1 dot get. This is to get a value from add underscore order number 2. Sorry, my mistake. We want to get a value from d1 to put the value into add underscore order number 2. Then we have a my cursor to execute delete from list order where order number equal to plus add underscore order number 2. This is to delete data that that was displayed for add underscore order number 2. Then we select from list order to target the data. And then message dot show info food bank the data was successfully removed. This is after we click the button delete. Okay, moreover, function order. In this function, we declare a variable, many variable as a global, such as order window, message, order number, subname, item number, item price, total, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, and D1. And then we got message equal to string var to get the value as a string. Then subname equal to string var to get the value as a string, and order number equal to int var to get the value as a int. Item name equal to string var to get the value as string. Item number equal to double var to get the value as double, and item price equal to double var to get the value as double. And add underscore order when equal to string var to get the value as string. Then we want to use total to get a calculation from item price dot get times item number dot get. And then we have a new window, which is order window. Then we declare order window dot geometry 250 times 250 times 700 to get the window size. Then background equal to hashtag ADDA8E6 to set the color for background. Then the title is order. Then we have all of this, which is for label and entry. Okay, I am going to tell you some code for the label and entry. For label, we have a blue to output a blue color, and order management page to show order management page text at the GUI, and then order number, subname, item quantity, item price, and submit. Oh no, submit is for the button function. My bad. Submit is for the button widget. Then from the submit button widget, we use command to call the submit function to make sure in the submit function code can be used. Then we have text search data equal to background color. Then the font is Helvetica 10 bold, and then order number, then button widgets, which is search, to use the search function. and then button widgets for delete and to call the delete function. Okay, and the last one for the button widget is update, to update using the update function. And we also have a close button to destroy the windows that we target for other window. Okay, so I am going to pass to the next person. We are truly sorry for the inconvenience. Our group members, who is Amir, cannot attend for our presentation. So I, Irfan, are going to continue for his position. Next, function update. In this function, we have a my cursor equal to my db.cursor. This is to make sure the database can be used. And then we have SQL1 and val1 as the variable. SQL1 is to update list order. This is to update for the table that we select, which is list underscore order. Then set subname, item number, item price, where order number equal to add underscore number one. Okay, this is to make sure the data from user input sent to the table in the database. And then where is for to target the first data in the table. Then val1 equal to s2.get, s3, s4, and s5 dot get to get the data from user input. Then my cursor dot execute sql1, comma val1. This is to make sure this variable will be executed. And then my db.commit to run the database. After that, print data save. My cursor.execute select from list order to select the table which the name was list underscore order. Then we use the message box dot show info to show info about food bank. The record has been updated. This is after the update button was used. Then my result equal to my cursor dot fetch all. This is to send all the data from user input into the database.
So I am going to present my part. So this is the first one. This is the coding for the login page. So the login window, the first window. So this is where we declare the window itself. The title of the window is login. And then we also set the geography of the window to be 250 by 200. And then we also declare two variable, which is username, that is string var, password, which is also string var, and then we put in label, which is this is a label without text that has background of blue, so it will be like a line of banner, only blue color. And yeah, under that label is another label with text instead, which is food bank management system, with a background color too, which is the same ground as the window color. And then there's another label that is only blue color without text, and then we put in label with the text of username, and then entry, which has the text variable of username, which hold the username and also use this variable, and then another label that with the text password, and then another entry with the text variable password for the user to enter their password. And then we have two buttons. One is title or has the text login with the command login, and the other one has the text exit with the command to destroy the login window when it is clicked. And then we put in login window dot main loop so that the frame will still persist when the code runs. So, so this is the function login. The function login, we declare inside the function another window, which is the main window. And the main window has a background and it's titled main with the geometry of 250 by 250. And then we use a selection which is using username.get method get to check whether the username that the user input into the entry is admin, the same as we said here, and the password is also the same as we said here, which is 1234. If it is same, then uh, when the user click the button that has the command login, which is this function, it will pop up a new window with label title main page, with two label above and below the main page that it has the background blue, and then another label with order section and three button, that the first button has order, edit text, invoice for the second one, and close for the last one, which order button has command order, invoice has the command display, and then close has the command to destroy the main window itself. Else, for the other selection is else if the either the username or the password is wrong, or both of the username and the password is wrong, then it will instead show a label which say login failed, please try again, and then another button to close it. And this is the function for submit for the button that use the command submit. So we declare global variable here as shown, and then we have a selection which if this variable is empty inside the entry, it will set a message saying please fill in the blanks. Otherwise, it will otherwise we are inserting data, which is as can be seen from this block of code, which is inserting data into the database, which is insert into list order, which is the table name, the attributes, and then the values of it. What is the value that we are inserting into the database? It is the order number dot get, sub name dot get, item name dot get, item number dot get, and item price dot get, and also total, which is all of the item or information that user need to input into the into into the respective entry. And then this is the message, and or rather coding to show that the data was successfully added into the database, and then this is to display all the data inside the database. So this is the function display. So in function display, we declare for a new window. When user click the button that has the command display, it will display a new window which is invoice window, title invoice, has the size of 750 by 400, and then also has background, which is the same background that we use with all the window. And then we have labels for order number, sub name, item quantity, item price, and total amount. And then we have another button for the button close, which will destroy this invoice window itself. And then this is the coding to select all of the data and display it from the database. And then this is the coding for displaying all of the data inside the window itself in a list table like view. So I think that's all from my part. Thank you.
Last but not least, we are going to run our code. For this session, it's supposed to be Amir, but because of the unavailability for him, I am I, Irfan, are going to continue with the run code. Okay, first, after we run, we will see the login page for food bank management system. The username is admin and its password is 1234. At here we can use button login and exit. So we log in. After we log in, as we can see, there are main page. At this main page, there are 3 buttons we can use. First one is order, second is invoice, and the third one is close. Okay, so we are going to try the order button. Okay. After that, after we press the order button, we can see the order management page. At here, we can insert data into database. Thus, search data, delete record, and update data into the database. Okay, first I am going to try to insert data into the database. So I am going to insert for the order number is 1. Subname is for the supplier name, which is Zarif. Item name is bread. Item quantity is 3. And the price is RM 4 ringgit. Then submit. After we submit, the data that we insert into database was shown at the output session in the shell for Tony. But unfortunately, the data that we insert for our table in the database only shown 0 and a quote, which means the the .get function might be wrong for our code. And then we can search data for order number, which is the data that we insert before. We can search it by using the order number text, which I mean for the value. So I try to search. There is no data to display because of the user input that we try to insert doesn't show and doesn't get into the database. Next is delete record. To delete record, we need to insert the order number. So the only record that we insert into the database is order number 1. So we choose 1, then delete. So at here we will get a message, data was successfully removed. And then the last one, the update function. Okay, for the update function, we can update the data from the database by insert a new value for the data that we want to update. So I want to add a new set of data. So there was a message which said the record has been updated. That's only for the order management page. Then we proceed to invoice page. In this invoice page, this is the table from the database that was shown in our GUI output. As we can see, all the data from the table is 0 because of the technical problem. That's only from our group. Thank you.